Hey everybody, it's Mary with the Painted Peach, and today we are in What Would You Make, hosted by Rustic and Lace DIY, Divine Designs, and guest hosted by the DIY Struggle. Today I have this little wood piece from a scrap wood, and I cut it to size of the transfer that I want to use. I'm going to use several different colors of paints and just go on the outside frame of my wood. Once I do that, I'm going to go over, once I dry it, I'm going to go over the whole thing with a light color of paint. Before I paint though, I do want to add a little bit of chapstick, which is Vaseline based, to the colorful area of my wood. This is going to make it where that my paint will not adhere to those areas, and I'll be able to just wipe it right off and some of those colors will come through. I'm just taking my paint palette knife and I'm scraping a little bit of a more tan color onto my surface. I found that that color I used was a little pink and I wasn't digging it. So I wanted to add a little bit more of a tan or ivory color to my board. I'll be using a Chalk Couture transfer today, or stencil, and some chalk paste. And this one has a beautiful saying on it that you'll see in the reveal. I'm just going to fuzz it a bit on my shirt because I didn't have a fuzzing cloth. And then we're going to lay it down and use our chalk paste to create the design on our board. Now I'm just checking to see where I want to put these little leaves that I have. They're wooden leaves I got from Hobby Lobby, I believe. And then I'm bringing out my fabric. I'm sorry for the quality of this video. I did download this off of another platform, so the quality isn't up to par, and I do apologize for that. I'm just ripping up some fabrics to make a beautiful primitive autumn bow, and I'm going to add that to our sign. All right, now we're just going to add our bow to the top. And after that, we're going to paint these little leaves and put them at the bottom. We also have an acorn that we're going to add to the top as well. Truthfully, I didn't have to paste those little designs on there, but it's okay. I decided after the fact that I wanted to add something a little different. And here it is all finished up. Now we're on to DIY number 2. I have this wood round that I got, not really sure where I got it. I think I got it from a mystery box challenge that I was in, and it's just a little wood slice with a hole already pre-drilled. And these are some of my printables that you can get over in my Ko-fi subscription group. And I'm going to use a cute little deer. We're going to Mod Podge it on here. I do some shading around it off camera, but I'll show you the finished product in just a moment. And here it is all finished. Isn't that cute? We're going to go on to DIY number 3, and this is a board that I just cut off from some scrap wood again, and we're staining it with some Waverly wax and water and a paper towel. I do 2 coats of this because it wasn't really as dark as I wanted it to be. And then we are going to do a chippy effect on this as well. This time we are using Vaseline around the edges and a little bit in the middle so that the paint won't adhere to some of the spots. I want this to be really distressed, and that's why we're doing that. We're using some plaster paint, and we are going to cover the whole thing. Once we do that, we're going to dry it, and then we're going to use a scraper, like a paint scraper, to go across in different directions to get the desired look we want. Okay, I found this pattern on Pinterest. I'll try to put the link in the comments if I can remember. I always forget. Anyways, it was for these Hocus Pocus inspired hair. So it was actually the one that did it. She used felt, and I just used my scroll saw. I just cut the pattern right onto some scrap wood and made each of the hair on there. I'm just painting them in coordinating colors that go with the Hocus Pocus inspired hair, and then we're going to actually attach them to a wooden spoon end. So I just took the wooden spoons from Dollar Tree and I cut the spoon part off, and that's what we're going to use for their little faces. I'm not going to paint anything on their faces, but we are going to glue the hair straight onto that. All that's left is our stencil from Chalk Couture. We are going to use this Hocus Pocus stencil, and we're going to use some purple. I think I used copper, and then like a dark blue for the crow. We're going to do this whole stencil. I'm going to peel it hopefully halfway through. Usually I do. Yeah, there we go. That way it doesn't dry up in the stencil. Once we get that done, we are going to attach our Hocus Pocus ladies on there, and this Hocus Pocus inspired sign will be all complete. I hope you enjoyed all of the crafts today, and I hope that you will check out the playlist in my description. I'd like to thank the host of What Would You Make. I love being a part of this each month, and I hope that you enjoy watching it too. I do end up gluing this a different way, and you'll see it in just a moment.